Okay guys, it struck me as I'm working on this quilt that you might want to see how I do this. I'm actually quilting out a quilt design called the Baptist Fan. They do make long arm quilting rulers to do this design. However, I kind of wanted a little more rustic and I don't want to spend 80 bucks on rulers either, so I'm marking it out. I have taken a piece of template material and marked it, have holes punched through it at 1-inch increments, and I actually have a bent long arm pin. Not sure if you can see that. So this pin goes right in where these lines intersect, and I'm going to push it. Oh, you just heard my Roomba. I'm going to put the pin right in the center there. So this is a mark. It's a Jenny Lynn wash away marker. I have Mark Begons. They're all water soluble. If I spray water on this, it'll take the marks right off. And that's why I keep a spray bottle down here at the long arm. All I'm going to do is, I'm hoping that you can see this. I'm just going to make marks like that. Put the pen in each hole and make marks. On the lighter fabric, the white, I can go just one pass, and that's totally fine. I'm finding on the gray borders of this quilt, this is my Threadology quilt, so if you've been paying attention to the Threadology sew along, you know about this quilt. But on the white, one pass is good. On the gray, I did a couple passes just because I'm doing this freehand. On my long arm, I'm not using rulers, although I do have the ruler base on just because it gives me a little more tension. And again, what I do is not the gospel of quilting. What I do is Amy's way. There's going to be people out there that tell you it has to be done a certain way, and you've heard me say that before. And this is my way to do it, and since I'm the one doing the craft, I get to decide how it gets done. And so I'm marking essentially one row of these fans at a time. I will have to advance my quilt before I actually quilt this row because, as you can see, the fans come all the way, almost all the way down to the belly bar, which means my machine does not go that far. And I'll mark out one more for you. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not. I guess I will figure that out. But, so this is not the last fan on this. There'll be a partial fan on the end, and I'll show you how I do that as well. So here, okay, so here we went a little off kilter. I'm going to make sure to go over a couple times over the gray because it really doesn't show up very well in the gray. I do have a white marking marker that would show up better on the gray, however, it won't show up on the white. So there you go. I'm just making sure to hold the pin down here so I get my line. So here will only be a partial fan. And that's how it worked out on the other side too. And I kind of, you know, at first I was like, okay, so let's not do that. Let's figure out a different size fan. But I kind of look like the look. I'm a really rustic quilter, so what the methods I use are pretty elementary, I guess. Okay. The next video that you'll see come out from me is a quilting video of me freehand quilting this design. So, thank you. Bye.